Hey there, CIS170. We have made it to session 10. And here in session 10, what we are going to do is continue to take our 3-week look at the array. Like you saw in the previous session with the array, we really do make good use of the idea of linking together homogeneous types of things or homogeneous types of data. So the same type of data into one new data type where we can express a collection of things by only using one variable. That's in a nutshell what an array does for us. So when you go to a grocery store, everything is grouped in arrays. When you go look at classroom data, everything is grouped in an array. What we'll see for this session is two examples of searching and sorting. So you'll notice with the previous assignments in session 9, what I did was stay away from the searching and sorting algorithms. And what I'll tell you is one of the biggest disservices that we can do for you as a data engineer, one of the biggest disservices that we can do for you as somebody who uses either clients or uses databases to connect together to turn just data, just collections of transactional material that don't in and of themselves mean anything. But when you start putting them together, it creates information. And what I'm trying to do is make you appreciate how that process happens. And the biggest portion of that process really truly is the search and the sort. So part 1 and part 2 for what you see here this week are searching and sorting. So what I'll tell you is the following. And my Mac just turned off, so I'm not pointing at it anymore. In Eagle, directly under where this video is going to be posted, you will see 2 additional explainer videos that recap what you saw last session. Those are there to ensure that anybody who still had any lingering questions about the purpose or any lingering questions about the use of arrays, you will see hopefully more tangible, concrete examples there before you continue. There is a dictionary searching and a dictionary sorting exercise here for you, and those are your 2 assignments for this session. Now, let me tell you the following things are true. That for the most part, you will probably not have to create in an industry, you will not have to create a searching algorithm. Those are already done for you. You will not have to create in an industry or for a corporation. You will not have to create a searching algorithm or a sorting algorithm, whichever of the 2 I didn't mention previously. That is true. However, if you don't understand, and this is one of the biggest failures that we see if we just say, hey, go get it off of GitHub. Hey, go get it off of Google. You're never going to need to know how this works. It's just done for you. Okay, sure. But if you don't understand why it works or how it works, you are not going to be able to troubleshoot when something goes wrong. If you don't, back behind everything, if you don't understand why a process is taking as long as it does, why a process is taking up as much data as it does, why a process fails as often as it does potentially, if you can't understand the underlying pieces to that, you're almost useless, honestly, because you're not part of fixing the problem. You'll never be part of detecting the problem because you just go with the flow. And I cannot tell you how many developers I've seen do that. Hey, how many employees did this return for, these certain conditions? I don't know. Well, how long did it take to run? I don't know. Both of those, if you have a good academic curiosity about well, how long should this take? Well, how many employees are we expecting here? That helps you become a better troubleshooter. If you're just passive in all of that and just say, well, I ran the search algorithm, it should return me values. Yeah, how many values? It should return me values. How many values? I don't know, values. That's useless because you are never going to be able to detect what an issue was. So here with searching and sorting, I have for you two phases. The first is the investigation, where you will actually go through and try to determine what it is and how it is that a search and how a sort is actually executed. Then what I do is I have for you the videos are already listed there. What you can do is simply go through and see what's really happening. So can you do an attempt at the homework, go back and look at the videos, and then you know, restructure your homework so that, in fact, the answers are more closely resembling what really happens? Yeah, that's fine. I want you to understand what is happening and how it's happening together so that it makes you a better developer. It makes you a better data engineer. So these are the pieces here for this week and next session. You will see, probably posted by Wednesday or Thursday, you will see that inner session between now what you can see in chapters 8 and 9. You will see the final challenge problem for arrays. And as always, and this is one of those pieces where, I would expect questions because it's not necessarily something that we interact with, how to search and sort. We think as, people, we think in these very, very meta, high concept, but not very concrete sequential ways. So please, if you have any questions, reach out. It's the only way you're going to get sufficient answers. And we'll see you at the top of session 11 with a product description for the final array challenge. So have at it.